For all of you that want to know what happens after teachers get off of work, I'm going to share some secrets with you that happened yesterday. I put my mask on, I grabbed my board, and I headed out my classroom to see what kind of trouble I could get into. I got to the staircase and obviously climbed up the stairs in the most efficient way possible. Here I go, still going up, but saving so much energy by shuffling up the stairs. I get up to the top, and then this thought occurs to me. I want Korean barbecue right now. I strike a pose, and I find Jazz working on her fitness and getting swole-tastic. That's when I said, come get in trouble with me. She reluctantly said, fine. So we did a wheelie chair race, and I won. But then my principal jumped out and threatened to fire us. Follow to see what happens next. After our principal caught us wheelie chair racing and skating through the hallways, she told us to come to her office because she was going to fire us. Don't get me wrong, those butterflies make it look pleasant in there. It's so scary in that office. You can just feel terror come over your body when you go in there. To let Jazz know that I had a plan, I fist bumped her, basically saying everything was going to be okay. Then my principal thought I was making fun of her, which I kind of was too. She said I had to give her the skateboard. And I was like, you know what? This is my plan all along. If I throw a fit and I give her the skateboard, we're going to be able to keep our jobs. I channeled my inner 7th grader and threw the biggest fit ever. It worked. We got to keep our jobs, but my principal said that if we ever did it again, she would destroy us. I believe it, dude, because those crazy eyes send shivers down my spine. Because of all the stressiness, dude, I was like, we need to get tacos. So Jazz and I were like, let's go get Miss Barnes. We were ninja running by her classroom and we caught a thief. Follow to see what happens next. Just as Jazz and I were getting tacos, we were surprised to find that a thief had stolen a priceless heirloom from Mrs. B's classroom, which happened to be a giant number 2 pencil. I knew it was our duty to save that pencil. So I got into a perfect Naruto run because it's the fastest way to run until my vice principal got me into her evil clutches. I could not escape. All hope was lost until Jazz saved me and we were able to escape. Now that we were free from the vice principal's clutches, we were free to pursue the thief. And just when I thought I could catch the thief, I tripped and kicked Jazz in the face. I knew we had messed up and that we needed more firepower. So I ran to my classroom and I grabbed Thunder and Lightning, my 2 Nerf guns. I was like, bro, chica! Take Thunder and I'll take Lightning. We'll split up and we'll do this right. And just when I thought I found the thief, I shot Jazz. Follow to see if she pulls through. As Jazz laid hopelessly on the floor, holding her stomach where I shot her with a Nerf dart, mind you, accidentally while we were chasing the thief through the entire school, I knew that coffee was the only thing that could bring a teacher back to life. We had saved Jazz, but we lost the thief. My brilliant mind decided we should camp out for the night in my classroom and wait for the thief to come back. We had gotten bored, so I grabbed some old student projects. Jazz got really creative with it and started building forts, and I channeled my 7th grade boy and destroyed everything. My principal had taken my original penny board. I celebrated the new one by yeah-ing everything. That's how teachers yeet, by the way. I was just telling Jazz scary stories when the scariest story of all rolled into my classroom. The vice principal said, get out. You're done, McTikTok. You knew this was the last straw. I'm taking you to the principal. Thankfully, she let Jazz go, but she took my flashlight and grabbed my ear and whispered, we're gonna destroy you. You won't believe how I get out of this one. Follow to see what happens next. I was escorted to the principal's office by the vice principal because I had been caught camping in my classroom. I thought that if I could camp out and catch the thief who had stolen the $1 million pencil from Miss B's classroom, that I could be a hero at my school. Psh, instead of a hero, I was gonna be a 0 and get fired. The principal was like, what am I gonna do? The vice principal was like, I don't know. And then she was like, maybe I could fire him. And she's like, yes, you should fire him right now. My inner 7th grade boy came out and I started messing around because I was bored. I got caught. I was like, that's it, I'm fired. I bowed my head in shame, waiting for the words, you're fired, to come out. But just then, my teacher friend Jazz jumped out with a priceless pencil and accused the vice principal of being behind the theft the entire time. I knew that I was saved. My principal fired the vice principal, and as she stormed off, she said, this isn't the last time you're gonna see of me, McTikTok. But my principal said, you still don't have your job back. You've got to do 3 tasks for 3 different teachers. Follow to see what my first crazy task is going to be.